All right, we're back from a lunch break and a shishi break. This is what happens in Hawaii when you eat a lot and then you have a food coma.
Yeah.
We call it a kanak attack, as you can see what's happening to Tanner. So it's when you eat so much that you just pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we didn't eat that much. I tried to control myself because I didn't want to. I know we got some zip lining we got to do, so I have to stay a little light on my feet.
Yeah.
So should we wake up Tanner?
Yep. Tanner?
Tanner. Good morning.
Good morning,
Aloha
good
kayaka. So I was just saying that you kanak attack. Do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
So when you eat so much that you're in a food coma.
Yeah.
So you ate so much that you just wanted to pass out.
Yeah.
And you did.
Yeah.
You did a perfect kanak attack.
Yeah.
All right, so can I get into some social media fan questions? Because we have some fans that left some questions. You guys love fan questions?
Yeah. I listen to I read viewer comments on Car Rides with Connor all the time.
Well, perfect. We're in a car. Logan's driving in the front. Ozzy is recording, and we got the group in front of us going to meet us, okay? So first question comes from Nalu_Iwata. This person says, got any tips on love?
Well, just the usual. Open doors for her, pull out chairs for her. But most importantly, try using the Ford system.
What is that?
Family, occupation, and oh God, I forget what the others.
Family, occupation.
Recreation.
Oh, okay. Nice, like hobbies and dreams and like their ambitions and stuff.
A person's favorite, pretty much a person's favorite subject is themselves.
That's true. Yeah. So that's what works for you?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Tanner? What works? What's some tips on love since you guys been on a bunch of dates?
To hold the door for them.
Anything else?
And to let's see, and to and when we're sitting down at a restaurant and at our table, is to pull the chairs out for them.
Okay, nice. And what about some advice on like approaching somebody, like how do you get to know somebody and build a connection with them? Is it what you said, the Ford rule? And then once you get past that, how do you know if you want to take it a little further? You got to have a level of confidence, communications. What's the confidence is a big thing?
Yes.
Is that something that you've always had or you've grown confident?
Yeah. Well, something I've picked up along the way.
Okay. What about you, Tanner? You seem like you're always confident.
Oh yeah, I am always confident.
Yeah? You seem like a stud.
I am a stud.
There we go.
But above all, patience is one of the most.
Patience is a good one.
For example, I don't kiss on the first day.
Do you kiss and tell?
Nope.
Nope. If
You know
want
how the song goes, now a woman who'll kiss on the very first date is usually a hussy, and the woman who'll wait till the second time out is anything but fussy, but the woman who'll wait till the third time around, head on the ground.
Oh, okay. I don't know, but you nailed that. All right. Well, yeah, I think my rule is just, happy wife, happy life.
Yep.
The woman is always right. All right. Next question comes from Mona Lala Lisa. This person says, I have a question for any mom. Advice. Oh, actually, that's about there. Maybe I can ask your mom this after. Okay. Let's skip that question. Next question comes from _Xavier. This person says, what has been your favorite part about being in Hawaii?
Learning how to surf.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part too.
First time I ever got on a surfboard, I managed to stand up and ride the wave.
So impressive. Yeah, and maybe we'll put some of the clips into the vlog that we're doing this week so people can see it.
And the last wave I rode all the way back to the beach. I mean, of course, I did get thrown off my board and it hurt, but trust me, it was
growing pains. That's what we call them. Yeah, and maybe we can try to surf again on Thursday. You guys down to surf on Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a beach day.
I forgot an important step though. Always keep your feet together when you're lying down on the board.
Oh yeah, don't spread them.
Yeah,
it makes paddling harder. Okay, next question comes from Aza Mama. This person says, what's been the biggest challenge or change since being on Love on the Spectrum? Any challenges or changes in your life? We're thinking, contemplating.
Thinking.
Maybe-
I've done lots of cool things that I've never done before.
Yeah, like good or bad?
Good things.
Yeah, all good things. So it pushes you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, it pushes me out of my comfort zone.
That's awesome. What's one specific example?
Doing mics, yeah.
Doing what?
Doing mics.
Like, what does that mean?
Like
Talking in public or public speaking?
Talking in public.
Oh, okay. Do you give speeches in public?
I do.
Yeah. Where?
I've gave one in Colombia.
Oh, wow. Nice. You're kind of doing a speech here. You're talking and sharing your story. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're back in the valley. Okay, so Connor, what has been a change or a challenge since being on the show?
Well, a change is I'm now more confident.
Mm-hmm.
When I see a woman, I know how and when to approach her.
You got a little swagger.
Yeah. Sometimes, if you really want to charm a woman, I suggest you go what I like to call the full Clooney. You know how George Clooney is so charismatic and charming in the movies? Yeah. Try to do what he does.
Okay, nice. So it's all about confidence, looks, and status. That doesn't matter as much as confidence.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, nice. Okay, next question. Okay, this comes from Annie Fimby. This person says, "How do they process big life events or situations? What kind of coping mechanisms? Do you have any coping mechanisms when there's a lot going on? You get overwhelmed.
Oh yeah.
What do you do?"
I tell my mom and Midge about it.
Oh, okay. So what if they're not with you? Do you just call them?
Yeah, I just called them.
Yeah, and if you can't get a hold of them, what do you do?
I don't remember that.
You would have to be in the situation.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you're getting overwhelmed, maybe like even now, like you might be getting tired.
Yeah.
It's hard to think. So, how would you cope with that? Maybe you need to recharge. What do you do? Take naps, maybe?
Yeah, take nap.
Yeah. Do you eat anything? Maybe some sweets to wake you up?
Yeah,
Some chocolates?
I had some chocolates.
Yeah? What kind of chocolates do you like?
I like Hershey's bars and let's see what else. And I was like Kit Kats.
Okay. Is that your favorite chocolate?
That is my favorite chocolate.
When you eat the Kit Kat, do you split them apart or do you just eat both at the same time?
I split them apart.
Okay. Do you share one or you eat both?
I share one.
Who do you share it with?
I share it with my friends.
Okay.
Like Robert and Ty and Nicholas and Blakely and Noah.
So would you share one with me?
Yes, I'll share one with you. Yes, come on.
Okay, so we're friends.
We're friends.
Nice.
So I like sharing with my
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you and considerate. Okay, what about you, Connor? How do you process big life events? How do you cope with all of it?
How do I cope with it? Big life events? Well, usually I step up and take a few breaths, take some time to wrap my mind around things, and, well, go back and give it the best I can. And I remind myself I can pass any test a man can pass.
Yep. If Frodo could go all the way to the end and finish his journey, anybody can do anything.
Climb to the top of Mount Doom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
Throw a ring into a volcano. Oh, sounds dramatic, yes.
Yeah. Or if King Kamehameha could unite all of the islands, we could do whatever we want.
Yes.
All right. Next question comes from Hales808. This person says, Connor and Tanner, what is the most fun thing you guys got to do together? What's been the most fun thing that you guys got to do together?
We got to go to Florida and did Epic and Universal.
What?
Oh, yeah, we did go to...
What? You guys didn't invite me?
Yes, we'll invite you one time.
Okay, next time.
Next time.
Okay. And where's that at? In California?
No,
Florida.
it's in Florida.
Oh, Florida. Okay. So I know there's a Universal Studios in California, but there's a bigger one in Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What were you doing in Florida?
Can I tell you what we were doing?
Yeah, please.
So we rode some of the rides, like the Monster Ride, and we rode the
Hiccups
Transformers Ride, the
wing
Spider-Man Ride.
gliders. Yeah,
Whoa.
Hiccups wing gliders.
So those are roller coasters?
Yep.
We're big roller coasters people here?
Yes.
Nice. We kind of went on a little Hawaiian roller coaster ride, yeah?
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. And actually, when they talk about Hawaiian roller coasters, they're talking about surfing.
Yeah, I know.
So on Monday, you went on a Hawaiian roller coaster ride. So is that the most fun thing that you've done together?
I feel like I had just conquered the sea.
So maybe the first one was Universal. The second thing was surfing together in Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's a story you're going to tell forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe one day when you have kids, you tell them about the first time you surfed in Hawaii. maybe you give them confidence and maybe they want to explore the world and try new things. That'd be a good life lesson. Okay. Next question comes from Keisha_bear. This person says, what's the first question you like to ask someone when you meet them? That's a great question.
I asked them, what do they like to do for fun?
Okay. Ask me that.
Okay, so Kamaka, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to watch sports. I like to be active. I like to hang out with my friends and family. And I love my job. I love talking with people and recording content and sharing everybody's stories. What do you like to do for fun, Connor?
I like to read, play video games, watch TV, binge Netflix.
Nice. You binge your own show?
Yeah.
What kind of video games do you play?
Yeah, usually fantasy or sci-fi.
Okay, what are some names?
Like Ghost of Tsushima, Assassin's Creed,
Ooh, you got some good taste.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah.
That's how I learned to play Sabak. It's a
Oh,
card.
nice. Did you play video games growing up? Did you ever play Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Or you never played our Final Fantasy?
Nope.
That was my favorite game growing up. Those ones, they're RPG games. Yeah, but what about like Call of Duty, Fortnite, any of the multiplayer games?
Yeah, I've played Call of Duty 1, 2, 1.
Yeah, you're more of the RPGs though,
Yeah.
the solo gameplay. Okay. And what do you like to do for fun, Tanner?
I like to, I'd sing songs. I'd go to the zoo. I'd go get ice cream.
Ooh, what kind of ice cream do you like?
I like chocolate. I like vanilla. I like birthday cake.
Oh, so what if you had birthday cake ice cream while eating a birthday cake? You ever did that?
Maybe. I
Yeah?
don't remember.
Well, I think we should get ice cream in Hawaii.
Me too. We should get ice cream in Hawaii.
Yeah, I think so. And we can get shave ice. You ever had shave ice before?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've had shave ice before.
Like a snow
Oh.
cone.
It's kind of like a snow cone, but it's our version of it. Okay, and Connor, we're almost to our destination. And we're almost finished with the questions. What's the first question you like to ask someone when you meet them?
Hi, how are you?
And then what's followed after that? Just tell them, tune in to find out more.
Tune in to find out more.
Yeah, subscribe to Netflix. Not an ad, unless Netflix wants to sponsor this podcast. We're open to that. Okay, last question before we get out and we go ziplining. You guys excited to go ziplining?
Yeah, it goes to
Yeah. Okay, they're like, Kamaka, stop talking. We're just here for the zip line. Last question comes from Kaylin Sullivan. This person says, what's your favorite thing about autism?
It makes me really special,
Mhm.
and it makes me it's made me meet lots of special people that I never would have met if I didn't have autism.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It makes me feel smart, sophisticated, important. Yeah, I know. You're probably thinking to yourself, narcissist. But no. Oh, I feel like autism makes me unique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think autism makes you some of the coolest people I've ever met.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, and you know what's cooler?
What's cooler?
Well, I guess it's not cooler than autism, but let's say, you know what's just as cool as autism?
What?
Ziplining.
Zipline.
Let's go.
Yeah, zipline.
All right, the boys are up ahead. I'm here with the moms now because we had a social media fan question for the moms. We're in the UTV going to zipline. We're in our gear. How come you're not in yours?
Because I'm definitely afraid of heights and I would rather have my head stapled to the floor than go on the zip line with you.
Let's just say you're more grounded.
I'm much more grounded.
All right.
I know my limit.
You're right on. So I'm here with Nikki and Lise, Tanner and Connor's mom. And we got a question from social media. And I hope they're enjoying the Hawaiian ACU. They hear a little wind. They hear the engine. We're as outdoors as we can possibly get right now, okay? This one comes from Mona La Lisa. She says, I have a question for any mom. Advice for a new mom with an autism diagnosis about stimming.
Stimming.
Yeah.
You want to go first, Lisa?
Yeah, that's it's a great question. And when I was a young mom and Connor was first diagnosed, I did everything in my power to interrupt him, stop him. I saw it as really destructive behavior. That was me as a younger mom. However, now that I'm older, Connor is 26, he still stims. And I recognize that he needs that time to sort of decompress. So I would say if I could talk to the younger Lise, is I would allow him times and spaces that
Yeah.
he could do that so he could stay regulated, try to recognize, but I would also make sure there is enough time for some productive thinking and ways to make sure their lives can be the best of their potential. I hope that helps.
Right on. So before you answer yours, for people that never heard of stimming before, and maybe they're driving, hopefully they're just watching this on YouTube or Spotify, but if they're just listening to this and they don't have time to Google, can you tell us what stimming is?
It stands for self-stimulatory behaviors, and we all stim. Everybody in the world stims. Whether you twirl your hair around your finger or bite your nails and tap your hand on the counter, you're stimming. But autistic people tend to do it with a much, much, much increased level of focus and intensity, and they can get really lost in it to the point where they will choose to not do productive things. So they will choose to not attend to what they should be doing because they'll get so lost in their stimming. And I think that's where it can get destructive. And a lot of people will say, all right, but oh, never, never, never stop them. And I agree, they need it, but it's about when you're parenting, finding that balance of allowing them to have access to the behavior, but also teaching self-awareness. And that you can't, none of us can do anything we want all the time, 24/7.
Yeah.
So it's a great, I honestly think it's a great way to teach self-awareness.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for answering that question. Mahalo, everybody, for the social media fan questions. Make sure you leave some for our next guest, and maybe your question will make it on the podcast. We got a little bit more time till we get to our Zipline 4. It's the longest zipline here at Kualoa.
Wow.
But first off, I just want to praise the both of you and your kids. They're so well-behaved, respectful. Just watching the show and, meeting, the rest of the ohana here in Hawaii.
Yeah.
They're so nice. They're so thoughtful, considerate. So props to you for raising them and creating a household that has so much aloha.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that, does that come from your upbringings? Is that something that you had to break in your family? Because here in Hawaii, we talk a lot about generational trauma. Right? Because, from the
generational curse.
Yeah. So, we have a sad history of the illegal overthrow. And then, it's a high cost of living here. There's a lot of things that are happening, homelessness, drugs. And, people get discouraged. They fall into dark paths. And it's always about somebody, breaking that cycle, whether that's domestic abuse or, just like financial literacy, something that we never learned growing up, at least in my family. So you're teaching them really good things, but is that innate or is that something that you both learned?
I think for me, it definitely comes from, my family, but in a positive way. I grew up with a special needs brother. I grew up with a lens of seeing people different and how they experience the world different from a very young age. And I watched my parents parent him and me and my sister who were not with any special needs. So I feel like just watching my parents and their morals and values. So it comes from a very positive place from where I'm just trying to mimic what I saw as a good recipe, what my parents taught us, how to be a tribe and circle up for my brother.
Nice. So yeah, you had a real healthy, positive upbringing.
I wouldn't say we were perfect.
Nobody is.
But I felt like it came from a good place.
Yeah. We're really off-roading right now.
Yeah, we are.
Hopefully nobody's getting car sick watching this on YouTube. What about you, Nikki?
I think for us, it was more, I started to realize along the way that my behavior, Tanner's like a mirror. And if I was acting stressed, frustrated, confused and agitated, he was going to too. So I feel like for me, there was just a really conscious effort to be as smiley and as loving. And we're from South Carolina, so the manners and the respect are sort of ingrained and expected.
in the DNA.
It's very cultural where we're from. That's just an expectation.
That's really awesome because here in Hawaii we have aloha, right? The aloha spirit, and we talk about this very kind nature that we have. But aloha, I say, is universal. It's just a different word in other places. Some people say Southern hospitality,
Southern
Southern charm, and that's just aloha in another form. So I think that's probably why we're all getting along and we're all becoming this ohana already because we kind of have similar cultures, even though we're on other time zones. We got 20 hours just to fly between where we live. So so I think that's really cool. And thank you so much.
I want to thank you.
Oh,
Yes, this has
you
been
have welcomed
amazing.
our families And
And you're
we
such an
feel the
amazing
aloha.
person. It's
Oh,
been so
mahalo.
cool to hear your story.
And
Yeah.
just the little bit you've shared your family
Yeah.
with us,
Uh-huh.
your sister,
Precious.
and just your beautiful subscribers. So thank you
Yes,
and your
of
beautiful
course.
island for having us.
Oh, it's been amazing.
Yes,
Such
I
a
mean
treat.
this is only day 2. We still got a couple more days,
I
so
know.
make sure that you guys watch the rest of the vlog. This is just a podcast episode. We'll start to wrap up and we'll go ziplining.
Mahalo.
Okay, so we're at the end of our tour here at Kualoa. Mahalo so much to the staff and everybody over here, our whole crew that's just making this trip so amazing, right? You guys been having a good time?
We have,
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I just want to get to know a question that I ask all of my podcast guests. It's about keeping it aloha. You already know that aloha has multiple meanings, right? It's not
Yes.
just hello or goodbye.
But first and foremost, aloha means with love.
Exactly. Yes. We call it aloha on the spectrum. That's what we're doing over
Yeah.
there. So I want to know, in your life, how do you keep it aloha? It's the name of the podcast. Whatever that means to you, how do you keep it aloha?
We be nice to others. We help them if they ask. And we be our authentic selves, and we just show love, compassion, and understanding, especially toward our family, toward our ohana.
Nice. I love that. All right. What about you, Tanner? How do you keep it aloha in your life?
I show love
Can
and
you hold the mic up to your mouth?
I show love and compassion and understanding.
What else?
And I respect others,
Yeah.
even when they have different personalities.
You guys are both so good.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's such a good answer.
yeah.
Who taught you to answer like that?
My mom did,
Yeah.
and dad did.
Yeah. I just talked with your moms and they told
Yeah.
me a little bit how they, were raised growing up. And I can see that it went into the both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had really good role models to look up to. Okay. So I don't know if I didn't prep you before doing this, but do you have any life hacks to share that make your life easier or more efficient that we can share with the audience before we wrap up?
Take a break when you need to. Know when you're needed. Know. Oh, when you're free to relax. And everything will work out in the end.
So wise. What about you? You have a life hack?
I don't.
Maybe because you don't use life hacks. Maybe your life hack is don't use a life hack.
Right. That's why. That's why.
You kind of just live in the present.
It's
and-
paradoxical,
Yes.
yet it works.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
like light.
Exactly. There we go. All right. What is one thing you wish people knew about you that they don't? Maybe something you think people misunderstand about you.
I might come off as grim or gruff at times, but trust me, that it may seem like I don't care, but trust me, I do.
You got a big heart.
Yeah.
Pu'uvai, that's what we say.
Pu'uvai.
Great. What about you? What is something you wish people knew about you that they don't?
That's a hard answer.
Can you think about it during our trip, and maybe if they can tune into our vlog of the trip, and maybe they'll hear the answer over there?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm going to remind you before we wrap up and before you head back.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We'll make a promise?
Yeah. But yeah, I promise. Yeah.
All right. All right, so let's head over to the zip line and we'll wrap up the show.
Yes.
Let's go. All right, so I just want to say mahalo so much to the both of you for coming on this tour, on this Keep It Aloha on the road, different kind of vibe. Make sure they follow the vlog so that they can see what else we're doing here when you're in Hawaii. Is there anything else you want to say? If not, tell us where we can find you. Just type in Tanner, I'm sure it'll pop up. Tanner with the tism. What about you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok, Connor Tomlinson 5, and YouTube, Car Rides with Connor.
Any final words? Nope. We're good to go? All right. Well, mahalo, Connor and Tanner, for coming on the Keep It Low podcast today. Spread love, be kind to one another, and mahalo for listening to us today. We have new episodes every Thursday, so make sure you follow us and leave a review. You guys ready?
Great.
I'm your host, Kamaka. Remember to always keep it aloha.
That's right.
Keep it aloha.